Look at this speed and aggression. Gonna capture this flag, win it for my team, because you know we're getting our asses handed to us. And of course, oh shit, rock slows me down, and now I'm fucking dead. Yeah. Fuck sakes. Anyway, guys, my name is PepperBelly. Bringing you guys another Titanfall video. And of course, this video is going to be talking about the matchmaking system and how fucking bullshit it currently is. And this is the reason why, what you are seeing right here. And I'm not trying to rage about the game in any particular way, other than the fact that this was the most infuriating match I've ever played in my entire life, as well as the one prior to this. And that's because I was up against a stacked team of people who were clearly in a group together on comms outside of the game, whether it be TeamSpeak or Skype, whatever the hell they were possibly using, against an unorganized random group of players that would be including myself. And of course, we were playing Capture the Flag, which is very high intensity, fast-paced game mode in Titanfall. If you want to experience Titanfall in all its glory, I would definitely say this is the way to do so. Regardless, I got my ass handed to me no matter what. Our whole team just got shit on, and I've tried desperately, no matter what. I've done my best to try to bring our team around, and you can only carry so much. And unfortunately, we couldn't do it because their team was just too well coordinated, and that's what happens when the matchmaking system is completely and utterly fucked, where it basically puts people who are completely in groups together against unorganized groups of players. It should basically fix it so that if you're joining a match solo, it's going to put you in a game with a bunch of random solo players, as well as the other team being randomly solo, not like a team of guys who are well organized, because then this happens. Basically, you get shit on 24/7, no matter how aggressive and how much you try to turn the tide of the battle by yourself. You can't compete with 5 people running around, or 6, with guns that are like fucking lasers, and they just rape your face and melt you down into a nice pile of gold and then shit on your face after you've been melted down into, and yeah. Because this was just annoying. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not discrediting their ability to perform this coordinated, because I mean, this is some of the most impressive coordination I've seen, especially the game prior to this. It was insane how on Angel City, how well these guys were organized. They were pretty much fucking everywhere at the same time. It was insane. Basically, I would kill like 3 or 4 of them, or kill an entire group of them, and then suddenly I'd be jumped by like 3 or 4 more, as if they just fucking spawned right where I killed them. Like, obviously there's a rebirth burn card you can get, and obviously there are burn cards like Map Hack, which are extremely overpowered, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I absolutely love it, but I mean, when these guys are in a group coordinated game like this, and they all have these abilities, it's like you kind of get overwhelmed, and it feels like a completely useless attempt at playing this game, and it just pretty much infuriates you because there's nothing you can do, no matter how skilled you are, how fucking many kills you can kill. I mean, at the end of this game, I had trumped the pilot kills. I had the most pilot kills in the game, and the same amount of deaths as them, but no matter what I did, no matter how many of them I killed, it was like an endless wave of them just surging in because they were so well coordinated in what they were trying to do. So that is my only gripe with Titanfall in its current form at the moment, because otherwise it's a pretty solid game and I fucking love it. Hence why I was doing live streams a lot lately of this game, and I will continue to play the crap out of it because, well, I just fucking love it that much. It's so great to play. But they need to fix the matchmaking system, and the good news is they did mention it. They are going to fix it. It was tweeted by Vince Sampella, I believe. He said they're working on it. I just want to bring up the attention that this definitely needs to be fixed because of reasons like this. For reasons pertaining to this. This is a perfect example of what it's like to be up against a stacked team. I can't help but feeling if I had an army of clones of myself with the same general knowledge of this game, and we were all on one team, we may have been able to combat these guys. Maybe. But basically what ended up happening is towards the end of this, you know, one of our teammates was getting like really angry, obviously, and he's completely bitching about the fact that, well, we're either gonna, you know, if you're not going after the flag, stand on your own. That's pretty much what he said. You know, he's like, if you're not gonna go get the other flag, stand on ours and defend it. So then it ended up being at the point where all of us were defending it, which was retarded. And then eventually he was complaining that people aren't going for the flag, even though I went several times, or a couple times. You'll see it in the gameplay. I've made attempts and I've almost got them each time as well. But unfortunately, their team is just way too fucking high skill ceiling, and coordinated. And that's basically all it is coordination. It's not so much a skill, because killing them and shooting them is pretty fucking simple. It's not that hard to do. But when you have 3 or 4 of them doing overlapping crossover fire, you know what I mean? You're just in the crossfire. There's nothing you can fucking do against that, no matter what. I mean, especially when you're out caught in the open, there's nothing you can really do. Plus, like this guy right here, I managed to shoot him like a bajillion fucking times, but somehow firing from the hip is more accurate in this situation. That's why I was actually watching the kill stream, or the kill cam. I wanted to see exactly how he managed to shoot me, even though, you know what I mean? And he was firing from the hip, and somehow it was more accurate than me aiming down sights. I don't fucking know, but that's besides the point. The whole point is, stacked teams are incredibly annoying to go up against when you're playing by yourself. If you have friends and you want to play this, and obviously you can overwhelm people. Obviously those guys were having a great time because they were just fucking destroying everything, and I knew they were stacked. Confirmed that they were a stacked team, because as soon as we actually left the match finished to put us back in the lobby, they all quit at the exact same time. Not only did they just, you know, they quit and whatever, but of course they talk shit to everybody in the game. People like that are fucking scum. I hate people like that. It makes me want to like find them in real life and shit in their fucking living room floor and then track mud all around their fucking house so they have to clean that shit up after. Because like, it's ridiculous how people can be such fucking pricks for no reason. You know what I mean? Like saying, oh yeah, get raped, we're the best team ever, we're raping your face. It's like, no, you're not fucking raping. Of course you're raping us, technically, yeah. We're being raped because an entire stack team going up against unorganized guys. What the fuck do you expect? You know what I mean? That's like trained soldiers who are coordinated in combat going up against a bunch of random fucking rebel scum that don't know what they're doing. They're like, I've held a gun, so I fired it and I know what I'm doing. No, you don't. It's the same principle here, and it really annoys me how people think they're just so much better because they go up against a bunch of casual, uncoordinated players. It's the only way I can describe it. But that's besides the point. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole other ball game. But, you know, they talk shit, and I tried my best to fuck them up. I mean, right there, you know, I stepped on one, shot 2 of them, you know, like, fuck them. And soon they'll be here again in full force, and like, what will literally feel like seconds. There's an example, there's the other guy, and then suddenly they're all back. And it's like, it's ridiculous. So, hopefully this thing can be fixed fucking soon, because this is unacceptable. I mean, I don't like raging at games that I enjoy, and obviously I get competitive with games. I mean, I get really competitive. Usually when I first start playing a game I've never played before, I'm just like, oh, you know, it's pretty fun. You know, I have a good old time, I'm laughing, it's great. But then once I start to build a skill ceiling, you know, I start hitting the skill ceiling in that game, and I start to kind of get more familiar with it, and I'm more comfortable playing it, then I get competitive, and it's like, I don't want to lose. You know, losing is unacceptable. I cannot lose. It's just in my nature, right? I can't. I have to win all the time. Obviously, if I lose to a good team, and it was a good match, and I'm generally having a good time, it's not a big deal. But when I'm going up against players like this, who are incredibly stacked, and talk a ton of shit to other players, it's like you're out to make you know, you're kind of out there to prove a point. You know, you want to fuck them up as much as you can just to prove that, oh wow, you're a whole fucking team, it's coordinated, yet I could still endlessly shoot your fucking face apart. And that's pretty much what really matters in these situations. But yeah, I've been ranting for the last 8 minutes. I didn't even know I can rant for 8 minutes. Actually, I probably can. I should know that because I've done it a million times before. But this one's more like of an angry rant. You know, I'm kind of like angry at society right now for doing this to me. But yeah, don't let this, you know, change your view on the game. Don't let this like, influence bad things about this game, because this is obviously a minor thing. This doesn't happen much. I mean, this is the first time I've experienced it this badly, and it's not common. But it's common enough that it's fucking annoying. That's all I'm gonna say. So other than that, Titanfall is a friggin' fantastic game. Recommend it. I've been playing the shit out of it. I've been having way too much fun. And here's an example of me almost getting the flag. I'm running like crazy, and I almost make it. And then I think I get shot like right here. Or I don't, or I make it in. I forget what happens. Oh yeah, I actually make it to my base for quite some time, but when I need my team, again, unorganization, they're not organized, they're not fucking coordinated, I'm left fending for myself in this moment, trying to basically try to stay alive while I'm being overwhelmed by their team somehow, all like rage, raining down on my area, and my team is nowhere to be found, whether or not they're going to kill the flag carrier on their team, or I don't know what the fuck the situation is, but this needs to be fixed. This needs to be addressed, and it's being addressed, and hopefully it can be released soon. That is pretty much all I have to say on the matter. So, enjoy the rest of the gameplay, I suppose, because I have nothing else to talk about, and the game's actually coming to a close. Of course, I'm going to grab this flag, attempt again, but I'm going to get shot by this guy right in the face, because, again, their whole team is just so organized. They know exactly where they know where I'm going to be before I know where I'm going to be. It's fucking weird. They probably have, like, some kind of brain, telekinetic, like they could read my mind or some shit. I don't fucking know. These guys are aliens. They ain't real human beings. They're doped up on some kind of crazy fucking mind-bending shit where they can just control the world so fucking easily. If for some reason they choose to control Titanfall, I don't know. I'm just going with the flow at this point because this is just fucking crazy. But yeah, more Titanfall gameplay to come. If you guys want to see more crazy shit like this, let me know, because Capture the Flag gets pretty intense. And also, be sure to check out and stay tuned for when I post uploads of my live streams, because I've been doing that a lot more lately, and it's been fun. I mean, obviously I'm not going to have like a bajillion viewers like aforementioned really known Twitch streamers, but I mean I had upwards of 10 plus people at one point, which for a newcomer in streaming, it's not bad, and I actually rather enjoyed talking with a lot of you guys whenever we were talking about random shit, because that's what we did. Well, mostly Titanfall. We talked a lot about Titanfall, and we talked vaguely about other games. Borderlands 3. I think it was Cheesy Pills who mentioned that. You know who you are. I think. Yes. Pretty sure. Regardless. Yeah, whatever. That's besides the point. And this game is coming to a close. I make my final stand here. And unfortunately, I don't even think... Oh no, I do extract. That's right. I'm the only one who manages to extract, and I pretty much wanted to rub it in their faces because they all come out with their Titans right here at the last minute. And I decided, fuck no. I'm gonna shit all over all of your faces before you even know what's going on. Fucking blind your screen with brownness and disgusting, filthy, smellless, shitty stuff. And do my best to fuck them up so that I can give my team the ability to actually extract. Fortunately, my entire team wasn't able to do so. I was the only one for some reason, even though, well, I guess it kind of makes sense since I'm the only one in a Titan and everyone else running around is going to get pulverized by this asshole with a 40mm, and that guy just blowed the fuck up before he even got in. And there I go, made it in before the lock, leaving it in less than a second, and that's all that matters. And then we punch out into space. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, my little rant. I know, kind of aggressive and angry, but fuck it. My name is PepperBelly. Thank you guys for joining me. Remember to follow me on Twitter, because I post frequently on there enough, mostly when I'm live streaming. And don't forget to subscribe to me on YouTube. Take care, guys.